doing today? It's a lovely Sunday. Do you know why it's a lovely Sunday, David?
Why
Because
is
there's no
that, Trev?
there's no football. And the reason that's lovely is because I have an extra we have an extra week to sweat it out. And I get to wear a little Drew Bledsoe authentic 1997 New England Patriots
I
jersey.
love it. I love it.
I know. And we also get what's this in front of us right here?
Trev, what are those
This
two bottles? Those are some pretty cool looking bottles, man.
those are some pretty cool. This is Sprague Sports's entirely unofficial official sponsor by the name of Donata Tequila. And it is
Donata.
my buddy Danny's tequila brand. And I have been waiting to get these bottles for quite some time, but you can't get them in Denver. And so I was able to find them on the East Coast, and I have them now on full display. And there is a little, I had them last week. I actually had them the week before, but there's a little bit of a reason as to why I've been holding these back, which is my buddy Danny is a diehard Jets fan.
Ooh,
So I thought it would be super funny to display it with nothing other than New England sports around it
that's
because
beautiful.
I can't not. So Donata
Adding to the
Tequila,
tragedy of being a Jets fan.
adding to the tragedy of being a Jets fan, but I thought I'd kick this off and I'd give Donata a little promo. The Donata is a really good tequila brand. I'm honestly, I swear on my life, I'm not just saying that. I
Tell me
don't
what you like about it. Is it smooth? Is it
it's a very
clear?
smooth it's a very smooth flavor. It's a very smooth
Is
flavor.
it gold? Is it
And
silver?
I have I have both the silver and the gold in front of
Oh,
us, right?
both.
And I my buddy Danny has been had this brand for 4 or 5 years, and they recently became the only tequila brand approved on the market to have aluminum bottles for their tequila. And the reasoning that they're approved is because it has been shown that the tequila and most liquors are given in glass. And the reason that they're given in glass is that it maintains the flavor. And normally, when you use a different sort of material to host those flavors, it alters it. So Donata is the first tequila brand out there that was able to have a aluminum bottle that maintains the taste of the tequila, and it makes it incredibly more environmental friendly in order to have it in aluminum as opposed to glass. And they are all about sustainability, and they make really good stuff. If
I love
this
that.
looks familiar to you, it's because this is what um, Andy Cohen and
Coop.
Anderson Cooper got hammered drunk on at New Year's. And so
Wow.
this is the same tequila brand. So what I thought that I'd do is I'd make a little margarita, and just so that you know that this I'm not there's no false advertising. There's nothing going on here. I'm literally cracking the bottle.
Ooh, cracking
I'm
packs,
literally
cracking
cracking the bottle,
tequilas.
cracking the pack right now with the silver tequila, the Blanco. Ooh,
Saying
it
that
smells.
we're Coop and are we Cohen and Coop right now?
Uh, yeah. Who do you want to be? I want to be Cohen. I really want to be Cohen. So
Hey,
this is what it looks like, nice and
Vanderbilt, that's
clear.
fine.
This is the Blanco. This is the silver tequila. We've got it right here, just so that you guys see it. I'm just going to do this all in front of you so that you know I got my margarita mix right
I
here.
wonder.
Don't blame me that I'm using the skinny girl skinny shit. But you know,
Not a problem.
Travi Patty's trying to watch his calories. So we have a Donata tequila margarita right here, made in front of your eyes on the rocks.
That's a great mark. And I wonder, Travis, also because it's in an
Fuck,
aluminum
that's
bottle.
really good. That's really fucking good, dude.
I
And
wonder if
I'm sorry to interject. I'm not a huge tequila guy, as you know. I'm more of a whiskey guy, but fuck, does this shit slap? So Let's give it. There's one side of the bottle. Are we both displayed on both sides of the bottle right now? I think so.
Displayed.
I think
You're
we're
good.
good. I think we're
I was
good.
I was wondering aloud if the opacity of the container in this case actually adds even to the quality because like the idea behind the beer bottles being brown or green is that
Yep.
they filter out light
They
and
filter out light.
don't
Yep.
allow the whatever compounds in beer to break down and then therefore skunk, right? Which
Yeah,
is
I don't
why
I
bot
don't know
like
because most tequilas are in clear glass. You know what I
right.
mean?
I don't think liquor is as affected,
I don't either. But like
but I just
if you
wondered.
it's I will, you know what I will
But the
do? I
sun
will
damages everything,
everything,
everything.
everything,
So
everything. You don't even, this is why my cards are in protective cases and that they all have fun. Who's this? Who's this? It's Drake May May.
it's
Um
Drake May.
May. It's Drake May May.
Wait, the
And
Super Bowl quarterback Drake
yeah, is
May?
he going to the Super Bowl?
I guess it is him, huh?
I can't remember. Is he going to the Super
Pretty
Bowl in his
pretty
second year?
cool.
And you know what it kind of reminds me of? Do you remember? Fuck, I'm forgetting who the talking head was saying this, but he was on a panel with Jason McCourty, and he was like, "Talk to me when Drake May gets to an NFC or AFC championship game." And I thought that was funny because Drake May's in the AFC, so why would you
Yeah,
say NFC
give us
championship game? And Jason McCourty goes, "He plays for New England. We only count Super
yeah,
Bowls.
that's right. That's right.
We only
And
count Super
he's
Bowls."
there. So what are you
And he
gonna do?
made it. And
But
he made it.
that's
And
another
he
reason
made
this
it.
is a good Sunday, Travis, is because we get to bask in the glory of being AFC championships for just another week, just enjoying.
For just another week. And I know, so
And I know we don't
I
count it, but we
we
can
don't count
enjoy
it.
it. But
We
we can
we don't
enjoy it.
count it, but we can enjoy it.
That's right.
I had this conversation with my dad the other night, and I'd love to know your opinion on it
Okay.
because,
Your dad's probably right.
well, he didn't say contrary. He was just surprised by my opinion. I mean,
Okay.
yeah, you know my dad. He's normally always right, right?
Normally
It's
right.
like it's a curse of the Spragues. Um, I told him that the game that we went to a week ago today was the greatest sporting event I'd ever attended in my life. And I have multiple reasons for that.
Okay.
But let's set the stage a little bit, which is I have been very fortunate to have been to a lot of phenomenal sporting events in my life. I've been to a lot of European soccer games. I've been to a Manchester derby. I've been to a World Series. I've been to Sundays on. Uh, uh, I've been to the Sunday of a U.S. Open championship and a PGA championship. I've been to the Sunday of both. I've been to
Wow.
multiple. I've never been to a Stanley Cup, but I've been to Eastern Conference Finals games. I have been to um, AL Division Championship games. I've been to NL Division Championship games. As I've said, I've already been to a World Series. I've been to a lot of very famous and prominent sporting events, right? I had never seen a playoff football game before. But
Wow.
the reason that, and I'd love your opinion on this because you were there too, right? The reason that last Sunday was so incredible to me was it was almost the textbook definition of what a real playoff championship game in the NFL should be. There's snow, there's cold, the weather is a major factor. And yes, our team won, right? But
Oh yeah.
and people will say, "Oh, well, it wasn't the greatest game." And I was like, "It was a phenomenal game. The
Phenomenal game.
weather and everything played a factor into it, and it was something unexpected, right? I don't think many people at the start of the season would have been like, "Well, of course the Patriots are going to be in the AFC Championship game." And it was just a holistic experience that's incredibly hard to replicate,
I think
right? Like,
I think one of the things that, like, when I was very young and I was watching football, I remember hearing the statistic that, like, maybe up to 15 minutes of a game are actually played between the hike and the down,
no, no, no,
right?
no. I actually think it's less than that. But yes, I know what you're saying.
I said at most, like,
Yeah,
at
yeah, yeah,
most 15
yeah.
minutes, right?
100%, 100%.
And the rest
Of the 60 minutes, like
on the clock.
max of the 60 minutes on the clock, max 15 minutes of that is actual play of the game.
But the actual play of the game all around that, right? There's
Yeah.
so much going on. The
So much going on.
positioning, the audibles, like all the adjustments that are being made, all of the gamesmanship, all the head games, all that kind of stuff. And I think man, you get so, I don't want to say ripped off by not being there because you're watching it for free on TV, whatever. But like you just can't understand like the level of attention that's going on and the fact that the stadium is playing these like um break up the huddle plaques, like they're flashing this like make as much noise as you can, screw up the Patriots for every single play that the Patriots have on offense. And like there's all of these things going on that add to the excitement. In that game, there was no sure defensive battle, absolutely low scoring, fine, but there wasn't a snap where I was like, "This is boring. This isn't exciting." Like
Mm,
every single
every
pre
single
snap,
play, yeah,
I was on my feet.
feet. And I think that to me, and I again, as I said this already, I'll double down on it. I'd love to know your opinion on it. It was one of the first sporting events in the last 10 years I've went to where it could have taken place in the 90s and nothing would have changed, right? Like, I felt like we were in the dark in some of the things that were happening at the game, right? Like, when that fumble pass backwards touchdown happened, like
Yeah,
no one in the stadium had any idea as to what the call was, why it was called that way, why it wasn't a touchdown, what
no,
happened. And like you just kind of had, you had no choice other than to live it. Right. It was, there was no like retrospect. There was no replays. There was none of that. It was just, you're living in the moment of what happens and you just have to ride that moment. And it reiterated to me, and I think I told you this, I was so less nervous watching that game in person than I was watching the previous two games on television. Because on
mm,
television, they're dissecting everything, they're commenting on everything, they're giving, when as you just said, football is only, a sixth of or a fourth or whatever it is of the actual play of the game.
the live,
So
yeah,
much time on television is devoted to dissecting that 15-second play, right? A
right,
minute of time is dedicated to dissecting 15 seconds. And that happens all the time, right? And when you have, you know, Tony Romo sitting there and displaying and talking about all this stuff, you get a little more anxiety based off of their entire perception of the game. Whereas when you're just there, that's all you know is right there, right? And in a baseball game, baseball games are so long, but like you can dissect it, you can see it. They talk about it on the big screens. In hockey, it's replays all the time on the big screen. Whenever anything big happens after the play is over, they show it on the big screen, and it's this big thing, right? And it's also such a um, fan oriented game, right? Like you can attest to this. When the Broncos were on offense, you could hear a pin drop in that
Oh, yeah.
stadium.
I was
It
quiet.
was quiet. It was silent. And the only noise you heard was from our section of Patriots fans being like, defense, defense, right?
Right.
But, the moment then the Patriots got the ball and the Broncos were on defense, it was 120 decibels play in, play out. It was
114. 114.
114, which what isn't that loud at the end of the day. We already talked about that. And I think that has a lot to do with the fact that, there were 20,000 Patriots fans there.
Sure.
But, I had this conversation with my parents, and my mom ended up reading an article about the same thing. Boy, do Broncos fans fucking suck. They annoy the shit out of me.
Why
For,
is that?
like, First of all, as I said, when the Patriots were on defense, the Pats fans were all screaming defense, 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 right? And you
Sure.
will attest to this. There was this guy right short of us to the
Oh,
left,
yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah.
And
Right,
every
right.
time the Pats said defense, he screamed sucks. Right, he'd be like, "Do defense," and he goes, "Sucks." Right, and then Gonzo had the interception, and I didn't scream in his face, but I screamed at him, and I was like, "Oh, sucks now," blah blah
Is
blah,
that what
right?
sucky defense is? Is that what it
And then
looks like?
after the game, he congratulated us.
So he
After
doesn't
the
suck.
game,
He's kind of a
after the
sweetheart.
game, he was just like, "Oh, congratulations." How many Broncos fans were like, "Oh, congratulations to the win?" I was like, "That's not sports. No. No, no, no. You
Why are
don't
they
get to
nice?
you
They
don't get
suck
to
because 'cause they're
scream.
nice.
You don't get to scream and yell and shit talk us for 60 minutes, and the moment your team loses, you turn the page and be like, "Oh, good game, guys. That was good for you. I'm really happy for you." Maybe it's the New Yorker in me. I was
I'm the
so
exact
fucking pissed off at
I'm the
that.
exact opposite.
I was
Exact
so
opposite.
pissed off at
I
that.
think it's great. I think it's great that people can fight while the octagon is closed and then can shake hands when the door opens. I think it's great. I think that's awesome. That's the battle. That's what we agreed to as fans is that we got to be crappy to each other during the game and then you could be nice. You don't have to be a jerk. You could just be like,
But
"Hey, y'all you
it's
guys took
personal
it.
to
You
me.
guys did it."
I My fandom is lived on my sleeve, right? It's
Y-
lived on my sleeve.
Sure.
I can't I can't the moment my team loses one of the biggest games that they've had in 20 years, just flip that switch and be like, "Oh,
Yeah,
well, it's okay.
I
Oh,
think
well, it's okay.
I
Good for
think you're an
you."
inferior being in that way.
I wouldn't say I'm inferior. I'd say that, like,
I'm having fun,
my
Travis.
oh, I of course I know that. But like my fandom and my belief in my teams is not something that I treat flippantly. Like if Manchester United, right, they played this morning and you know, Fulham scored 2 goals in the last 10 minutes of the game to tie the game up, right? And then Manchester
Is that the
United ended up.
cottage? Fulham, the cottage?
Yeah, Craven Cottage. Good. They were at Old Trafford, but good for you.
Okay.
Um, and my ex-girlfriend said this to me. It's like, or she mentioned it in a post, like, it dictates my feelings. Like
Mm.
it doesn't dictate my feelings outside the day, right? So like I'm not gonna go, I wouldn't go to work tomorrow, and that would dictate how I present myself as a human being the next day, right? Like, but for the next 2 or 3 hours, don't sit there and be like, "Oh, Manchester United." No, they lost. They lost.
Today's
They
gotta
lost.
suck because they lost.
Today's gonna suck, or the next few hours are gonna suck because they lost.
Right.
And I want them to win. I want my teams to succeed. I and I live out loud. Like as you know,
Living out loud.
as one of my best friends for nearly the last 20 years, or dog, I live out loud. Like my emotions are on my sleeve. And it just again, you inferior may be accurate,
No, I was
there
having
are
fun. Come
there are
on,
some
buddy.
other words that we may use to describe it that we won't put on this podcast, but it is it's something that means a lot to me, and I personally can't just flip that switch the moment it's over and be like, well, that's okay. Oh, it's okay. Good for
Yeah,
you guys for winning.
yeah.
No,
Hey,
I
I don't.
I just can't do that.
I get it. I see where you're coming from. I think it's okay to be who you are, and I think it's okay to be how the Denver fans, at least those guys were, right?
Yeah, but
Th-
I feel like that's way more Midwest than where we're from, right? There's
Sure,
no chance a Red Sox fan is going to sit there and be like, good for you, Yankees, for winning a game. Good for you for winning, for going to the world champion.
but is
There's
there
no
also
way a Yankees
that's
fan is going to go. There's no way a Mets fan is going to say that to the Dodgers. There's no way a Bruins fan is going to say that to the Canadians, or a
you're
Bruins fan is going to
choosing
say that.
massive rivalries. This isn't
And
a
the
good
Patriot,
This is not an
but the
accurate comparison.
Patriots and the Broncos are a huge rivalry.
I mean, we've been so dominant against those bastards. There's no way of
No, we
saying that.
haven't. No, we haven't.
I
We had lost every single solitary playoff game we had ever played in Denver. The Patriots had
But
lost until that day.
how many times have they come to us?
I
Never?
don't know that. I don't know the answer to that question.
I can think
All
of
I know
like
is that the Patriots have been there 5 times and they've lost 4 of them.
welcome oh my gosh, Lil Linker is here and he says, "Sup boys, Broncos and Patriots aren't huge rivals." I mean, I don't know. I
Yeah, they are, based off the fact that Peyton fucking Manning went there, and Peyton Manning was Tom Brady's largest rivalry.
yeah,
And Peyton
but that's a
Manning shattered
primarily
the Patriots'
Colts.
hopes when
I
they
feel
went
like that's a
there.
primarily Colts-based rivalry. Is that not?
The Patriots, the Patriots have played the Broncos in more meaningful games than the Patriots have ever played the Indianapolis Colts. That's a fact.
I don't disagree,
That's just a
Travis.
fact.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm not like against what you're saying. I just think there's more options. That's all. I just think there's more options, you
Dude,
know?
it's not a rivalry. It may be to Colorado fans, but it's not to the Boston Red Sox.
Wait,
If the
Red Sox?
Reds, yeah, because
We're back in
2007,
baseball? Oh,
2007.
right,
But
right.
like
Because we
Rockies
just
fans don't like the
dominated.
Red Sox because we swept them in the only World Series they've ever been to, right?
Sure.
And there's no way if the Rockies were to ever beat the Red Sox in the World Series, I'd sit there and be like, "Good for you guys." I mean, maybe personally, even me personally, who is a fan of both of those teams, I'm not going to sit there and be like, "Good for the Rockies for doing it." I'm going to be like, "No, I want the fucking Red Sox to win the goddamn World Series." Like, I
Right.
don't care. I don't care who they're playing. I don't care if they're playing the Savannah Bananas in the fucking World Series. I want them to win. And if they lose, then fuck you for beating us. But
But
I also personally feel like that's a very Northeast attitude. I
I agree with you
I
there.
think that's an incredibly Northeast attitude.
I
I don't
think
think
Denver
someone from
people
Cincinnati would be as upset. Like I don't think the Reds would be a Reds fan would be that upset about beating or that the Guardians beat them, right?
right, right.
Like I don't think that, but I would, and I think that that is a product of where I was raised and who I was raised by.
He also says it's like Red Sox Cardinals, some playoff history that's been one sided, but no emotional ill will beyond the losses. And maybe part of it, Travis, is that because we've lost, like you're honing in on the games that we've lost where we had to go through Denver in Denver. Maybe they don't see it. Maybe they don't see it that way. Because I'll tell you what, I didn't feel,
Loser mentality.
but you have loser mentality.
No, I have a winner's mentality.
No, but
I
you
want to
have the
win.
mentality of a guy who lost against the Broncos.
Yeah, because I want to win. I
Wanting to
want to
win
win.
sounds like what a loser would want, because losers
No,
want
Yeah,
what
yeah.
they don't have.
And I don't care how many times I've won. I still want to win.
Sure.
I'm not gonna sit there and like, you think Atlanta Falcons fans like us? You think
No,
Falcons
but there's
fans
no
like the
rivalry.
Patriots?
There is no rivalry, dude.
No,
I
but
would
you
never ever
think
say
that
that.
no, 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 I'm not saying that. But if you're an actual Atlanta Falcons fan, you think you'd ever be happy for the Patriots succeeding? No.
But I think you could say,
They
like, good
ruined your
game.
life.
I think
They
you could say
ruined
good
your
game
life.
after the game.
Nah,
Like, I
no
think you're
chance.
making
But I think
no
it's
chance
again,
for you. And then I think
it's a Northeast mentality. Again, it's a Northeast mentality. It is someone from where we're from.
you.
Where I mean, you're from Rhode Island, but if you were from Boston, different. If you
Yeah,
were
and
from
I
Boston, different.
look at you. If you were from Boston, it's very funny.
But you're not from Boston. You're from Rhode Island. Just
I'm
like I'm
not.
not from
I'm not.
Mass, right? I'm from New
Uh,
York.
right. Right.
And like I, but I think that let's be honest here, Ordog. People from Rhode Island are inherently nice, right? There's no assholes from Rhode Island,
No,
right?
no,
Like,
that's not true at all. Rhode Island, we're known for being
is
is
it
Rhode
like
Island known for being prickly? I feel like
is it kind of
mass
like is
hole's a
it
stereotype.
Masshole is 100% a stereotype. Do you think that don't take this the wrong way, but it's the only way I can equate it. Do you think that people from Rhode Island have like a little bit of a Napoleon complex because they're the smallest state and they get forgotten about a little bit?
Maybe, but what is the effect of a Napoleon complex that you like need to dominate and win things?
You just need to be loud.
Is that typical of Rhode Island? I don't know, maybe a little bit, but like it's way more typical of like it's it could be. I don't know. I don't know if I've seen it that much in Rhode Island, genuinely.
In terms of the assholeness,
Yeah, I don't know. Like I think I'm struggling to even come up with it. It's like the stereotypes of Rhode Island are fully on display in a show like Family Guy. And yeah, there's I think some boisterousness there. I think there's some dickheadedness there. Um I don't know. I'm it's hard to say, Travis. Maybe
but
all
you're
my
also
friends.
let's also be honest here, Ordog. You're inherently a nicer person than I am. I don't think that that is deniable.
That's hard to determine also, dude. You're such a sweetheart of a man. I was telling people today, I was like, Travis made me brisket grilled cheese. Dude, the brisket grilled cheese was
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah, yeah. But here, have I ever explained this to you? All right, we're gonna open two things tonight. We have three to do. We have Chrome Hobby, Chrome Update, and then we have Bowman Chrome.
And Travis,
We're gonna do
man,
the Mega and the Chrome or the Bowman Chrome because I really want a Connor Griffin because there's a signing coming up. So we're gonna save that for last. But I here is my I've seen this before. This is not my statement, right? It's not my statement. I've seen this multiple times, which is the difference between Midwest nice and Northeast kind,
I know
right?
exactly what you're gonna say,
I know because I'm pretty sure I've told you this, right? Which
or because
is
I have
or
observed it myself.
or you observed it yourself, right? But Midwest nice, and this is I did not make this up. I saw this and I have adapted it to my own perspective, right? Which is if you have a car that's broken down on the side of the street and your friend is the one who that car belonged to, someone from the Midwest will see you do that and roll down the window and say, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry that this happened to you. This is horrible. I'm so apologetic. You know, good luck. Hope you get it figured out." And they'll drive away. Right. And someone from the Northeast will see your buddy on the side of the road with a busted up car, and he will come up to you and he will make fun of
I go,
you
"What did you do, you idiot?
relentlessly.
How
You
did you
idiot.
fuck this
How
up?"
did you get here? How did you fuck this up? What? Are you stupid? Did you not see this? Blah, blah, blah. But he will then help you fix the car
Out the tire iron and help you get all the
and
luck. That's
help
I'm
you
sure.
fix the car. And what would you rather have? Would you rather have the person who is incredibly nice and super sympathetic and offering all their condolences,
Sweet,
or would you
not nice, sweet,
sweet? Okay,
sweet.
a good correction. Or would you rather have the person who relentlessly makes fun of you, but then helps you fix your problem?
Well, Travis,
I'd rather
here
have the
you and me
person
are
that,
together, dude. Here we are saying, here's you and me, brother.
right? And
For sure.
I just like, to me, and this is, I was talking to a girl on a dating app the other day, and she was talking about how she loves to people watch, and I was like, yeah, I love to people watch too. And she goes, yeah, the people of Denver are just like very unique. They're these crazy people. And I was like, yeah. And my response to it was, I don't need you to strike a conversation with me because I'm in your vicinity. Leave me alone. I don't need to talk to you
Sure.
just because we're
We're
near
right
each
here.
other.
Yeah,
I don't need that. I don't want that. I used to live in Manhattan. I felt alone in a sea of 9 million people, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I
sure.
wouldn't. I don't want you to talk to me. I don't want your condolences. Leave me the fuck alone. Leave me alone.
Yeah. Yeah, and so another way that I've heard it put is, like, people they say about, like, people from the South versus people from the North. I think it's the same thing, Southern hospitality or, like, Midwestern kindness, sweetness, whatever, but it's like, someone will be nice someone will be, like, nice to you to your face, and then talk shit to you behind your back in the South. And in the North, they'll talk shit to your face and then be like, "That guy's actually
Really
kind of
not,
a good
yeah,
that
and
guy's
really nice
actually
to you.
kinda cool."
And that's actually, or dog, I've never heard that, or I probably have, but that is about as accurate a depiction as you can get. They will talk relentless shit to your face, but then when they're in their own private, they will give you a glowing recommendation.
Yes, exactly. Be like, like you and me, Travis. It's like you and me, like just taking each other down and being fun, mean to each other, whatever. And then like, oh, Travis is the best. He, fucking did all this great stuff and blah blah blah. Whereas it's like the bless your heart thing, where it's like
Oh,
you're saying a nice thing, but
but
what
it's
it
not very
means
nice. It's not very
is
nice. Yeah.
double middle fingers
Double
at you.
middle thing. Oh, bless your heart. No, like you think that that's nice, but at the end of the day, it's them actually just being an asshole.
Speaking of, because I did make this mistake and I felt bad and I wish I'd done a better job. But when I went out to visit Travis, um, I brought cards for him, and I brought a box, a little plastic red card guard box, whatever that thing is.
Card guard. Yep.
And those are cards like from the beginning of us doing the show. Those are the cards that I have been saving for you
Wayne Gretzky.
from the beginning of the show.
Wayne Gretzky.
Yeah, so Travis got Grain Wetsky. He got
Rain Wetsky? Is that what we just went with?
I said Grain Wetsky. I fully
No, I
swapped them
heard
around.
you. I heard you. I just wanted to make sure I heard properly.
Grain from the Wets guy, and a bunch of other stuff that I had gotten over the last 2.5 or maybe 2 years, whatever it's been. And then I brought another box, which was all the stuff that I put aside more recently for Travis. I think a lot of Colorado Rockies and stuff like that. And then my dumbass brought the wrong like I put it all because the card guard was
The
only
of
so many cards.
99s. All the of
But
99s.
all the of 99s were in this box,
We're
Travis.
right there.
They're right here in this other
But
box.
here's the thing.
They're all right
To
here,
me,
dude.
you told me about it, you knew about it, and it's like the thought that inherently counted. You know what I mean? Like
The
that.
one the Juan Soto with the freaking and then
Oh
I
wait,
didn't
speaking
even
of which, hold on, I gotta bring this. I gotta grab this. I gotta
I
grab this.
wasn't
Keep talking.
man, I just felt so silly to leave him. Brian Wu of 99 from this season. I got the Ellie De La Cruz of 99 All-Star game from the season. Got the Ezekiel Tovar of 99 from his debut. I don't know what this is from. This is from something. Trev, what you got there, bud?
This is a good one. This is a really good one.
What's that? What's that, Trev?
This is I shout out to my boy Mario. Shout out to my boy Mario. This is so if you don't know this about me, I will inform you about this. I tend to buy low end things and then throughout my life of what I want, I upgrade those things, right? And to
Right?
get exactly what I want. And I get something good, I then sell the version of what I got and I then buy something better and it ends up costing me essentially the cost of what the lower end version of it that I got through my
Right.
connections and everything,
Sure.
right? So I am, as you know, and we were just talking about this before the pod started, I am a diehard New York Rangers fan.
Oh, no way.
No way, I know, shocking. So from shout out to Fanatics, I got a really swaggy New York Rangers thing. And
Ooh,
I have a slightly I
Travis.
have a slightly less amazing version of this. But I got my I this is the final evolution of my Pokemon, if you know what I mean, right?
Okay.
This is the final evolution of my Pokemon. You may not know this, Ordog, but I love the white versions of my team's jerseys.
Okay.
Like the white versions of my team jerseys are far and away my favorite. This is a Mark Messier jersey
Ooh.
signed by Mark Messier
Holy
with a
moly.
1994 Stanley Cup champion inscription on it.
That's crazy.
Oh yeah. So I have this is a more modern day jersey. Is this a Fanatics jersey or is it? I don't
Wow,
know.
dude.
I'm actually gonna look it up. I don't want to take it out. Oh no, it's Mitchell and Ness. It's Mitchell and Ness.
Okay.
Um, but I have a CCM, like an actual 90s jersey signed by Ness.
Wow.
And this is the slightly updated, swaggier version of
That's
this.
awesome, dude.
This will probably be on display next week. I actually may not put it on display next week because the Rangers suck so much dick that I don't really want to show them any love at this
Boy,
moment
are
in
they having
time.
a rough year, huh?
Boy, are they having a rough year. And boy, does Chris Drury really suck as a general manager. But, personal things. But I didn't even realize I saved that for the pod, but I figured I'd open it on the pod
That's very cool, Trev.
because we had it. But yeah, I thought that was pretty sick.
Um, there's a couple other things, Travis, that you haven't seen. Not that these are like huge things, but there's like so I found an of 99. There's a few things in here that I don't know if you've seen them. So John Rave, I don't know if that's even how you pronounce his name, of
Wait,
99
what
rookie.
is who was Tovar on? Is he on Spokane? Is that a pro debut card?
Yeah, that's right.
He's on Spokane.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't have that card. I really want that card.
You will get it is yours.
I
Not
really
in
want that
your
card
house or your hands. It's in my hands,
in
but
my
it
hands.
belongs
It's
to
in
you.
your hands. It should have been in my house, but it's in your hands.
But it
Yeah.
belongs to you. But I picked up this John Rave of 99 rookie because I know you like 99s and it was there. And then the I was just gonna bring these to you because the other ones like I brought you some Mets, or I didn't bring them to you, but whatever. Juan Soto was for you. He still is. All this stuff's still for you. Luis Angel Acuna, that's your guy. He's a Met.
No longer a Met, but still love
It,
him.
then fuck him. He's dead. And then a couple of fun Rockies cards the Tyler Freeman, whatever this thing is.
Yeah, that's a sick one. That's a really sick one. That's a
So
really sick one.
that's still coming again, all this stuff's still coming your way. The Bradley Blaylock of 199, is he still on the team?
RIP. RIP.
Damn it, alright, well, fuck him too. And then Travis,
Oh
this
no,
guy
I still want it because of my personal connection to Bradley Blaylock.
okay, and then this
Because
guy, Travis
here, I'll show you this. I'm listening.
well, no, you gotta see this guy because it is an all-star game.
See, I bought this Blaylock of 99 auto. I bought
Ooh,
that.
that is sweet.
I did
Travis,
buy that.
I picked this little guy up, and honestly, dude, I think this might I don't know. I might even just grade this thing because it just looks so good. Like, it just I don't even know that much about grading. It just when you look at it, you go like, "It's kinda perfect." Um, of 50 All-Star game, Aroldis Chapman.
Oh, that is swaggy. That is
Look
really
at Raldy,
swaggy.
dude. Look at Raldy.
That's really swaggy.
And
All
he
right, so sorry,
it's a great
not to
card.
interject, but just to show people, I am opening 2025 Bowman Chrome. So this should have our boy Roman Anthony's cards in there.
Alright.
And we're looking for a
Mhm.
Connor Griffin card in here so that I can send that out to get signed by Connor Griffin.
And then Travi, there's all
Um,
this just, like, other stuff, like a little A&G black border Paul
oh yeah.
Skeeter, and, like,
Oh, the Skeener.
the Skeener.
Oh, we got our first auto. That took literally no time at all. It was the first
First
pack.
auto.
First auto, that took no time at all. Sam Aldergary of 499 rookie auto right
Oh, yeah.
there.
Oh, yeah. Good start.
Oh, and then right after that, Ronnie Cruz Bowman first of 250.
Wow. Bowman first of 250. Yeah,
Wow.
man, I just had so many. This is
And
where
then
the
Leo
rest of the
DeVries, welcome to the league card. Ooh. Ooh.
dude, and then I just had a ton. There's just so many Rockies cards, and I think like I'm gonna go through these and see how stupid it was that I didn't bring these. I'm gonna see how dumb it was that these didn't make it with me.
Or dog,
But
don't you dare say you're stupid.
but you can tell me, Travis, if these guys
Don't you dare put that evil on you,
was
Ricky
was
Bobby.
was Amador there?
Amador was not there. Adael was
Don't have
not
to worry.
there.
I know Mejia,
Oh my God, we have a huge card. We have
the big fat boy.
we've got a really fat thickie, like a super fat thickie. Like this
Okay.
is oh, and it's of 25. I already saw it's orange. It's of 25.
Let's go, dude. Let's go.
I don't know what it is, but
What did you pull this
Corbin
from?
Carroll. This is from Bowman Chrome.
This is the Bowman Chrome.
This is from Bowman Chrome. Oh my fucking God.
Travi.
Oh
Travi.
my
What did you get? What did you get
fucking
there? What?
fucking God. Are you absolutely shitting me right now? Are you kidding me right now?
Come on, buddy.
Oh my Lanta. 21 of 25 relic polar bear Pete
Oh my gosh. With
Alonza
the auto.
with the auto.
That's
I don't think
disgusting.
I've ever pulled the first two. So first of all, I knew that there was a thickie in here, and you want to know how I knew that I was a thickie? There was a thickie in here because when you opened the box, one side of the box was drastically higher than the other side of the box.
That's
So I
crazy.
knew that there was a thick boy in there.
Connor
Wow.
says, whoa. Yeah, dude. That is whoa. Oh my
Wow.
gosh.
Wow. 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 If only he was still on the Mets. But I will always love the Polar Bear Pete. That is, or no, that's also our second ever relic auto that we've ever pulled on this show.
What's the first one? That's not
Gary Wood.
okay.
Gary Wood. But
Gotcha.
if only it was 20 of 25, that would have been swag. But it's my lucky number, 21 of 25, Bowman Chrome relic auto of the polar bear himself,
That's awesome,
Pete
man.
Alonso. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Damn, that's so fucking sick. I'm so
Dude,
undeniably jazzed on
first
that.
2 packs? First 2?
First two
That's
pack. Yo, are we about to get a
like juice box.
are we about to get a juice box? Are we about to juice that
It's
box?
gonna be juicy juicing it.
Are we about to juice that box? I wouldn't hate it. The only thing that would make
How
this
could you?
better than what we already have is if we got either one of two players or three players. Connor Griffin, number one overall prospect in Major League Baseball.
Yep.
Roman Anthony, obviously.
Number 1 well, not a prospect, but number 1 up and
Re-
comer in our hearts.
Second best left fielder in Major League Baseball behind the guy that's behind my back. Who do you think number three is? It's very personal to us. It's
Number
very personal
number
to
3 what?
us. The number three player. So Connor Griffin one, Roman Anthony two. Who would be the third player that I really want? And
It's
it
not
has
Jack.
nothing to do with anything else other than his name's fucking dope.
It's not. Oh, um, Jesus made.
Jesus made.
Jesus made. Jesus made.
Jesus made.
Of course.
Jesus made. There's a player, there's a prospect in Major League Baseball. His name is Jesus Made, but it's spelt Jesus made.
And you've pulled
And
his cards before.
and I have pulled his cards before. So we would love something from
Well,
Jesus made.
a little Jesus auto would be kind of
Dude,
sweet, huh?
Polar Bear Pete, 21 of 25. That is swaggy.
Dude, you should find a way. Maybe not. But But it'd be cool to find a way. You have like a polar bear Pete
Oh,
framed
Meteoric
photo, right?
Rise. I do have multiple Polar Bear Pete
Maybe
signed
like
book.
a
Oh, a little
combo
add it all
frame,
together. Oh
a
yeah.
little combo
I
frame, a little
have
way of figuring out how to put that all in the same
I
orbit,
have
same
Polar
solar
Bear
system.
Pete's signed photo from his walk-off home run against Milwaukee from 2 years ago. And
Okay.
I have a signed photo of Polar Bear Pete from him breaking the Mets all-time home run record.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Meteoric Rise, Dylan Cruz.
Ooh. Little Dylan Cruz
Oh,
action.
all right, all right. Julio Rodriguez of 399 right there.
Dude.
Dude, we're cooking with gas right
All
now.
kinds of ubs and signatures and relies, and this man's not having a bad day, huh, Trav?
I'm really not having a bad day. I am not having a bad day at all. Ooh, Polar Bear Pete, baby. Motherfucking Jones. Um,
What a good time to be a sports fan, huh?
what a
With
great time to be a sports fan.
there's still, I mean, even there's new baseball cards coming out all the time. There's a I think you were asking people about Series 1
Yeah,
during this
it's
trip, right?
it's next week or the week after that it comes out. Yeah.
Which is kind of crazy.
Yeah, no. It's kind of crazy. I mean,
We're
like,
so far before the season starts, and we're already at Series 1. We're already at
yeah, but
Series
like
1.
when you buy as many baseball cards packs as Travis Sprague buys, you get really excited for new releases. Polar Bear. I love that the first one that I got was my least favorite thing of all time, which is rookie pitchers. Um, And then the one after that, it almost doesn't eclipse it. It really, I don't think it could eclipse it.
No,
Like it
that's
could,
crazy.
right? Like it could be a Shohei, it could be, all that. But from personal reasons, the only card that I think that I would want more, I could name three players.
Anthony,
This fucking guy,
Jaron Duran,
Roman Anthony, and another Met.
and it's not Juan
It's not
because
one.
you don't care that much about Juan.
No, but I love this guy with like a burning passion.
It's not Acuna. Who else is on the Mets that you love with a burning passion?
Oh,
Why can't I?
do you want a hint?
Yeah.
He plays shortstop for the New York Mets.
Oh gosh, now I've been completely exposed as a poser. I don't know.
Oh, Zach Neto of 499, Francisco Lindor.
Lindor, and I was
Yeah.
like, as soon as you say it, I'm gonna be like, duh. But oh well. Sorry, Trav. Francisco
Adios.
Lindor.
Jose Ramirez just signed a massive contract. I loved Jose. Can we just talk about Jose Ramirez for a second? Which is he signed a large contract extension with the Guardians. And when he was interviewed for that, when he got his extension, um, his quote, and I loved it. I loved every second of it. Was I'd rather be happy than rich.
Mm,
I'd
hmm.
rather be happy than rich.
Which you
And I was
posted the other day.
I did post it because it made me that happy for him to say that. I'd rather be happy than rich. And
Yeah, I'd
you
rather
know,
be
I
healthy.
I hope that this guy in front of us, switching sports for a hot second, I hope that Tom Brady has a conversation in 3 years when Drake May's rookie contract is up and tells him, you will make money. Undoubtedly, you will make money. In whatever contract you sign, you will make a lot of money. Do you want to be known for winning championships or do you not want to be known? Because no one remembers how much money you made. Everyone remembers how many championships you won.
I
And
mean, eh, yeah, yeah, I get that. I get that. I think like guys that want to I think it's an interesting equation, right? Because it's how do you maximize earnings, which is part of what people are trying to do,
yeah,
but then how do you maximize success, which Tom Brady has this recipe, this formula, this makeup that includes being one of the great football minds of all time, one of the I mean, athletically, who knows how good Tom Brady actually is. I don't think he's the strongest guy. I don't think he has the whippiest arm, but his vision out there is crazy. Decision making next level.
crazy.
The
100%.
the understanding of what defenses are doing, where he excelled the most, right? Knowing exactly why people were making adjustments, where they were lining up, if this guy was in, a two, whatever, right? He just knew, oh, if this guy's lined up here and then does this
It's
before
cover
the
two
snap,
or
he's
it's
doing
cover
this.
zero or whatever it is. Yeah.
But then on top of that, never asking for the amount of money that would keep him from having talent on the team around him that either allowed him to place the ball when he
I'll
got
give you
Randy Moss,
I'll give
it
you
was
two
like
examples.
lights out.
I'll give you two examples of do you want to make a lot of money or do you want to win championships? And they're from two different players. One of them is from Tom Brady and the other is from someone that you guys may not expect. But Patriots fans will remember that Tom Brady restructured his contract to take less money so that the New England Patriots could sign Darrell Revis. He restructured his contract before the season started to get less money, to make less of a cap hit, so that the Patriots could get Darrell Revis, right?
What year was
That's
that?
example one. Example two is Ordog, who's the best quarterback of the last 5 years in the NFL.
Allegedly, Josh Allen.
I'd say
Allegedly,
differently.
Patrick
I'd say
Mahomes.
differently, but I'd say Josh Allen is not an incorrect answer to that
Josh Allen
question.
or Patrick Mahomes?
Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes is not a top five paid quarterback in the NFL. He is not a top five paid quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah,
And that has allowed the Kansas City Chiefs to make really good offseason signings. Forget what the dilemma that they're in right now, right? Forget the dilemma that they're in right now,
this year was
because
a blip. This year was
this
a
year was a
blip.
blip, and next year they're going to be $56 million over the cap. That is not as a result of the contract that Patrick Mahomes has taken. Patrick Mahomes has willingly taken less money in his contracts so that he can build a team around him that has won him 3 Super Bowls.
Right, right.
And you don't know. I think Drake May is of this. I think Drake May is of this for multiple reasons. If you just listen to Drake May talk, you listen to his interviews, you listen to him as a person, I don't perceive him to be a Joe Burrow or a Lamar Jackson type.
Right.
He also has an incredibly down to earth, humble family and a down to earth and humble wife.
Yep.
And I can nearly guarantee that they will be like, do you need all that money? Do you need to be paid $65 million a year? Or are you okay with leaving $20 million a year on the table and still making $45 million a year and allowing the rest of that money to go to other players like Wilt, like Stephon Diggs, like Will Campbell, like Travion Henderson, like all the other players that they have gotten around them? Are you willing to take Milt Williams? Sorry. Um, are you willing to take less money and still make an absolute fuckload of money so that your team can succeed?
And
And
what is your potential earnings? This is the other part of the equation. What is your potential earnings when you're a dominant player like that? There's so much opportunity.
outside of your NFL contract, right?
Right.
Like, who you can make that up in endorsements.
How many
And
was it Omega? Did I remember seeing Tom Brady Omega commercials, those watches?
oh
Do I remember
yeah,
seeing Tom Brady advertise every freaking thing that he wanted to because the profile of a guy who's won a billion Super Bowls is higher than anything. Also, highest paid commentator. Now, again, right? Like we're
in the
talking about a
history of
guy.
sports,
We're talking about a guy.
$75 million a year.
We're talking about a guy who already has different skill set than the rest of the group, right? So it's like
100%.
not
100%.
everybody could like if Drake May ends up leaves money on the table so the team can have better weapons around him or better defense, whatever. Is he also the kind of person who can go into the booth and become maybe not, right? But Tom Brady got that opportunity by being the dominant player that he was, and then
100%.
also a couple of those other things like his football IQ, whatever else. But like that's the kind of thing that goes way farther than the juicing it for the final 5% of the contract, right?
I think that, and I think you'd agree with this, if you take $20 million a year less and are able to win the Super Bowl, that $20 million will come back to you in other ways, maybe two, three times over, if you're able to win the Super Bowl, because you will become an incredibly more marketable human being.
Well, okay,
You
and
teams or companies will want you to be the face of that company
absolutely.
because you won the Super Bowl, and they will pay you more than you'd be paid in football.
Absolutely. Or your profile is just high enough. You know, you're a national name. Drake May is already doing this on some level by getting to the game, but by being there, like Tom Brady has been at the top of football fans' minds for
For 25 years.
5 straight years.
25 straight years.
The level of marketing that comes with
And
that face
and
is
you can't
insane.
and you can't buy that unless he won 6 Super Bowls.
Exactly. And
Right?
then the
Like
guy goes
if
out and
Tom
he
Brady
does
had
Tom Brady
won
12.
yeah, if Tom Brady had won a Super Bowl, just one, he would not be paid $75 million by Fox. He'd not have his Omega deal. No Bull would not have bought his brand, right?
Exactly.
Like it wouldn't happen.
Or
And
the card
I
vault.
or Brady's card vault, like I think it is this is not entirely the correct way to phrase it, but I think you're going to pick up what I'm putting down. It's short term losses for long term gains.
It's an investment.
Yeah. It's
You're
short term
saying, "Here's
losses.
20 million. I'm giving you $20 million. I'm gonna get it back later."
I'm going to get it back later. Take that $20 million and give it to a starring right tackle.
Do you remember, Travis, do you remember a guy on the Red Sox named, I think his name was Sam Horn?
No,
Okay.
inform me.
I
I'm
think
actually really upset with myself that I don't know this.
no, I'm not positive though. I think his name was Sam Horn. Is there another Horn that played for the Sox? Or do you know of any professional? Okay. Here's what I recollect. My hometown, or just maybe one town over from where I grew up in Rhode Island, there was a baseball training academy, or like one of these little training facilities, where there was a guy. It was called Around the Horn, and I believe the guy's name was Sam Horn, and he was a professional MLBer. I believe played for the Sox.
Yep.
Probably bounced around the league a little bit as well, and that's the only that's the only little place he had, was one little spot in Rhode Island where he taught Rhode Islanders
I play
how to
baseball.
how to play baseball. But what would that look like if it was David Ortiz? What would that look like if it was Dustin Pedroia? What would that look like if it was
100%.
etc., right? It's like that's what you're considering. That's the vision, that's the future if you make these kind of plays, right?
And I think to me, right, if you know, reports have come out that Lamar Jackson wants to become the highest paid player in NFL history, right? And I think it was Stephen A. Smith who said this, or another talking head. He goes, it's not like he's not worth that money, right? It's not like that's not money that he's worth. But in a sport where salary caps are a thing, you taking your worth of money detracts from the ability of the team to put the pieces around you
Right.
to display that worth of money,
Yeah, to keep
right?
you successful.
To keep you
It's
successful that
harder to do that.
proves that you're worth $80 million a year, right?
Right. Right.
And I think, as we've just talked about and we've just established, right? If Lamar, I know you're watching, right? I know you're watching, Lamar. I know you're here. I know you tune in every Sunday,
Every week. He's always
every
here.
week. But Lamar, if you take $65 million, which would still make you the highest paid quarterback in the NFL, and you leave $20 million on the table, that allows your team to put pieces in place that make you have opportunities to make that money.
Guys
And
like guys like Derrick Henry,
guys like Derrick Henry, who, no
play
offense to
for.
Derrick Henry, as good as Derrick Henry is, and let's all agree, he's probably the top three running backs in the NFL right now. It's probably him, Barkley, and Christian McCaffrey, right? Those are the three best running backs in the league right now.
Yep.
But Lamar, but whereas I think Barkley and McCaffrey still have a few more years to give at that level, I think Derrick Henry is somewhat at the end of that leash,
Mm,
right?
mm. Dude's been
I
banged up, man.
but he's been doing it forever at the highest level,
And by the way,
forever.
that's the nature of running backs. Like, you could say the same about McCaffrey.
But
You
that's
could
why,
say the
but
same.
that's why Derrick Henry's a fucking freak,
He's a
right?
freak
Like
in the greatest possible way. The
he's
dude's
in the greatest
amazing.
possible. He's been doing it for 10 years, right?
Oh, yeah.
He's been, and running backs are not. They don't have that long of a life, right? They just don't. They get their ass rocked
I think
all the
the
time.
average career span of a running back is like
Three
two and a
years.
half. I think it's
Yeah, I
two
was
and a
gonna
half
say 3
years.
years. Yeah,
Genuinely. And it's
yeah,
obviously like players come into the league and then they don't pan out, whatever, and whatever else. But like it's everything. It's they're not that good. They're injured. They're worn down. Like that's all of it is on the table. Yeah, but there's no 38-year-old running backs, right? Not
no.
one. Not one.
Like we've talked about this already. I mean, it's a different position, but wide receiver, right? Like we talked about the stat of 40-year-old wide receiving numbers,
Right.
right?
There's one guy,
There's one
and
guy,
he's the greatest
and he's the greatest
literally ever.
wide receiver of all time. And if you don't know the statistic, I'll inform you of it, which is Kurt Warner is fifth all time in wide receiving yards after the age of 40. And Kurt Warner was a fucking quarterback. And Kurt Warner had -4 yards. The fourth place in above 40 is like 66 players with 0 yards. And I always forget who number three is, but they have like 2 yards.
Yep.
Number two is Tom Brady with 12. And the number one wide receiver after the age of 40 is Jerry Rice with like 2,500 yards. And it should be a clear indicator of how hard that is. That I think the third player on the list, the number three that I'm forgetting, is also a quarterback. That three of those are fucking quarterbacks.
Right. Yeah. Trick
So
play guys
think
playing after
about
40.
how hard that is as a skilled player in a physical position.
Ugh.
Like it's
When
insane.
you get
Like
tackled at the end of every single reception and you played a 40, that's crazy.
that's crazy. Well, Michael Strahan said it. Michael Strahan said it. He goes, I used to get into 35 car accidents a day when
Right.
I played football.
Right.
Like that's what it is. And there's a reason why football is only played once a week. I think that the only other sport that is as physically demanding on your body, and I don't think it's as physically demanding based off the nature of the beast, but it's pretty fucking close, is hockey. It's the
Oh, those
only
dudes.
other it's the only other sport that could sniff the contact and what they have to deal with in the NFL is hockey.
Because it's a contact
And they're
allowed
moving
sport.
so
So
fast.
fast. So fast.
So fast.
No,
They're moving so fast.
I think that's totally fair. I think hockey, like obviously the injury rate isn't as high, but they play 82 games. It's psychotic.
82
They play a basketball season on skates in a contact
attack
sport.
sport.
It's
Like the fact
crazy.
that you will agree with it. The fact that Alexander Ovechkin has been able
Oh,
to do what
bananas.
Alexander Ovechkin has been able to do for as long as he has at the level that he has is insane.
I think
Just
Yager
insane.
I think Yager's another I always think
Freak.
about Yager when it
He's
comes to
still
that.
playing. The reason that Yagomir Yager is not in the NHL Hall or is not in the Hockey Hall of Fame is
He's
because he
still
hasn't
playing,
fucking. He's still playing hockey.
and he's
He's
52 years
8
old or
years
something.
old or whatever it is.
He's like 52 or 3 or something like that. It
Regardless,
just
there's a five in front of it.
there's a 5. There's a
There's a
5.
five in front of it,
The dude
and
won
like
Stanley Cups in the '90s.
in the early '90s, like early
Early
'90s,
'90s.
like he was winning Stanley Cups when I was in diapers,
Yeah.
and he's still playing hockey.
And he came to the league when he was like 19.
Yeah,
Like 25. He was like a
no,
kid.
he
He
was a
was a kid
kid. He was a kid.
because he was phenomenal and he
And
was
he
playing like
had
a
just
freak.
just a fucking mullet, and he
Oh my
looked so
god,
swaggy.
it's the
Him and Mario
greatest.
Lemieux, ugh. But like, I think
Who was
that
the third? Who was the third big Pittsburgh guy? It was
you're not.
Yager,
I know,
Lemieux.
I know. It was a defenseman, and I'm completely blanking on
Was
it.
it? I thought it was an attack, but all right, I'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. We'll post it. But I think it is back to the point of the conversation, which is I hope Drake May
MVP.
our boy, our MVP. Even if he's not in the MVP, he's our MVP. I hope that he takes a page out of their book and realizes I can win a lot and I can also make a lot of money. But if I take less money,
I can win
I'll
even
win
more.
more.
Can
I'll
win
win
even
even
more.
more.
Yeah,
And it
let's get
may
greedy for
be
that victory.
a personal perspective because it's very personal to me. I want to be remembered. I want people to remember me.
Mm,
Unless you're Bill Gates or Elon Musk or Warren Buffett, no one's going to remember you for how much money you made.
mm.
They won't. They'll remember you for how much you won. Do you think anyone knows how much Bill Russell made in his career? No, they
I have
remember
no idea.
they know he won 11 championships,
I know he won 11 championships.
right?
Yep.
Like I
It's not
couldn't tell you
13. It's 11, right?
no
It's 11.
whatever it is, it's an insane amount. No one knows how much money Jack Nicklaus won in golf.
Mm,
They know how many
mm.
majors he won.
Sure,
They know how
sure.
many majors he won. No one's gonna just to use him. I'm not trying to use him as the archetype of what I'm talking about, but no one's gonna remember Lamar Jackson for how much money he makes. But if Lamar Jackson doesn't win a Super Bowl, everyone's gonna remember Lamar Jackson for not winning a Super Bowl.
Right.
N- the best, no one's gonna know how much Josh Allen won, how much money
LeBron?
Josh Allen made.
Tell me
No
how
one
much.
knows. No one knows how much LeBron makes. Who cares? He's won. He's won every single place. LeBron, love him or hate him. Love him or hate him. No one knows how much money LeBron James makes a year.
I
And
know
if
he's
you
won
do,
championships all
good
over
for
the
you.
country.
But he's won every single solitary team LeBron James has played for. He's won a championship.
Is that true of the Lakers? I don't think that's true.
Yeah. First year, COVID,
Damn,
he won the championship.
damn. I didn't even. Yep, you're right. No, I take it back. Of course.
But no one's gonna remember that. And I'd love to look it up. He's probably taken an MLB or an NBA max contract, but I bet you he hasn't done it.
That's
I
interesting.
I bet you he hasn't done it the whole time.
Definitely
I'd
not.
be
No.
really surprised because of based off what we've talked about. LeBron James knows he will make an insane amount of money every single solitary year through endorsements. He will. He's LeBron fucking James.
Yep,
He's the greatest basketball player of the last 20 years.
that's true.
He
That's definitely
is.
true.
I don't care what you say about him.
And I
It,
would guess the same about Curry, which you could say the same thing about him on a shorter timeline
Kobe,
if it's
Kobe,
Kobe. I don't
Kobe.
I don't know if you can say that. I don't know
MJ
if you
never
can say
took a
the same.
max contract because he became a bill. Michael Jordan made all his money through shoes. He didn't make it through his NBA contracts.
Yeah,
He made it
but
through
he
Air
sold the
Jordans.
crap out of Jordans, dude.
Yeah, and they're
And that
the
guy
most
created the biggest brand.
iconic shoe in the history of shoes. Is the Michael Jordan is our Jordans, Air Jordans.
It's
They are the
true.
most iconic shoe in the history of shoes.
And then I think but we have
Except
to
for maybe the
remember
wicker shoes that the Roman Empire used to wear. I think that may be number one, but number two
maybe.
is definitely Air Jordans.
But then like and to keep it in perspective, eh, there are different equations in different sports, right? Like this I don't think this holds true for like international soccer or like Premier League, like or whatever the league is that
Oh, it does. I mean, for
wherever
the top of the top, right? Like
wherever
even though
Messi and Ronaldo have played. Like
they
I'm
they paid the most for sure, but there's no like the difference. The
there's no
difference to
cap.
me, there's no cap, right?
It's
That's why
different.
no
There's
one we've
so
talked
much
about.
money in that
That's why
soccer,
no
dude.
one we've talked about in this conversation plays baseball, right?
Right.
That's why no one we've talked about in this conversation plays baseball. And say what you want about baseball, but I'll tell you a little. It's not a secret. It's open knowledge, right? Dick Monfort had a employees only meeting for the Colorado Rockies, and he blamed the Dodgers for
Right.
why they suck.
Right.
And I
Which
was
you
like,
can't do that.
you can't do that.
Yeah,
You
you've
can't do
said
that.
spend more money.
Spend more money. Like it's your fault that you don't have the money to spend. That's your fault. If you're
Right.
unwilling to spend it, that's your fault.
Sell the
It
team.
has nothing to do with the Dodgers. And as the owner, again, I think that the Dodgers have ruined baseball. I really do, regardless of my own opinion, whatnot. The owner of the Dodgers has come out and said, you guys can be mad at us, but you could do it too.
Right.
Like, it's not like we're the only ones that can defer contracts.
And then
You can do it too.
The Mets are like, let's go spend some money.
The Mets are just, and they're doing it poorly and not winning championships, right? But like the Mets are spending a fuckload of money.
They're
But that's
trying.
because that's because Steve Cohen is a billionaire
Big
and
old
and a Mets
B
fan.
billionaire.
And
Yep.
he does not want his team to make money. I mean, he does, but he wants his team to win. He wants his team to win. And therefore, he spends a gajillion dollars, rightfully or wrongfully, to make that team win.
For sure.
I don't care who my owner is. I don't want my owner of I don't care what sport team it is. I don't care if it's the Patriots, which luckily Robert Kraft is the owner of. Thank God. But Robert Kraft is one of the greatest owners in sports history. I don't care what you say. You
Oh,
look at
he
the owner, look at the
obviously.
owner of all the other teams that I support, right? Rangers owner. Dolan's a piece of shit, right? Look at the Manchester United. Owners are pieces of shit. Look at the Mets. Steve Cohen's a great owner. Owner of the Red Sox, piece of shit, right? Like you either want to win or you want to make money. And while they're not mutually exclusive,
Patriots, obviously.
right? They're not like my dad sold the New England Patriots for $174 million. They're now worth 9 billion.
Did your dad
Are they?
buy the Patriots though? Did he sell it?
My dad represented the Crafts when they
So
purchased the
he
New England
bought it.
Patriots.
He didn't
He
sell
bought
it. He
it.
bought it.
whichever side of the slicer you want to take.
It's
But
fine.
but
Represented.
represented the Crafts when they purchased the New England Patriots. They're now worth $9 billion, and I'll double down on that. I
What was
will
the first
double
number?
down on
What
that.
was the
One
first
hundred and
number?
seventy-three million dollars.
173 million to 9
Billion,
billion.
billion.
And if you go to Patriot Place, if you go see that stadium, you understand why. You understand. I mean, and that's not all of it. That's a
But
part of it.
here's the thing that I will. I'll even take my hat off to say this. I will take my hat off to say this. Name another owner of any professional sports team that did what Robert Kraft did last year. Name another one. Name another team, an owner of a team that will send a letter to their fans and say, "We fucked up. Hands up. We fucked up. We made a mistake and we're going to rectify that mistake.
Sure.
We made a mistake and we're going to rectify that mistake." And guess what they did? In 1 year, rectified that
It's
mistake.
been crazy. It's been a
I
great,
can't I can't
great year
imagine
for
John
football for the boys.
Henry ever saying that.
No, no, you really
I
can't,
can't.
can you?
I can't imagine any other owner of any other sports franchise that will say. And granted, he's got 6 Super Bowls on his fingers that can back that up, right?
For sure.
But name another owner of a sports organization that will sit there and say, "Hey, we fucked up. We're sorry. You deserve better, and we're going to give you better." I honestly don't think there's another, because no one else has done that. Like, imagine Jerry Jones doing that.
Oh, you can't. I mean, come on now.
Imagine Jerry Jones
Relax.
doing that.
Relax.
Imagine Dick Monfort doing that. Never. He blamed the fucking Dodgers for the Rockies sucking.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, there is, I want an owner who A, takes accountability, and B, puts winning above everything else. He puts winning above his ego. He puts winning above money. He wants to win. I want to win. And that is a great bookend for everything that we've talked about, right?
Absolutely.
I
Absolutely.
want to win. I don't care about anything else. I don't care how you do it. I don't care who you get to do it. I want you to win. And if you're unwilling to make those sacrifices and get from point A to point B, that's on you. It's on you. It's on your inadequacies as an owner to become successful.
Sure.
And if you're the owner of a team that doesn't have the capabilities of winning, then sell the fucking team. Sell the team to someone that has the capabilities to win, because all you're doing is hurting your fans. And it's said in Ted Lasso, and it's a great line in Ted Lasso. We may own these teams, but they're not ours.
That's
They're
right.
not our teams. They belong to the fans. It's the fans' teams. We're just stewards of those teams for a period of time.
It's true.
And that's just how I feel. And this is a great circle of wrap up, right? I don't care. I care. That's a lie. Obviously I care if the New England Patriots win the Super Bowl next weekend. Obviously I care.
Sure
But the
do.
New England Patriots are playing with house money.
That's also
House
true.
money. House money.
Not expected to be here.
Not
Got
expected to
more
be
Super Bowl
here
rings than anybody.
than anybody. They have won more. They have won more playoff games in the last 3 weeks than the New York Jets have won in 25 years.
So if you guys are Jets fans, just
Sucks.
stop.
Sucks to
Just
suck.
stop. Just
Just
stop.
stop.
We
Sucks to
have this whole
suck.
thing, Travis. I think if we're there for the wrap up, I'll say my final piece right here. Um, we don't usually condone people changing fandoms from
Oh,
where
I
they're
don't.
from,
I don't. Oh no, you're not allowed. You're not allowed.
but
Not
I
allowed.
will give an exception.
The Jets fans who want to become Patriots fans.
If you're a Jets fan and you want to become a Patriots fan, we'll welcome. I will. Travis will shit on you,
I'll
and
welcome you though.
I
I'll say
will.
welcome
I
to the
will.
dark side, motherfucker.
I will welcome you to the winning team. You know what's funny though too is like, and
I really this is really good fucking tequila,
this will
Danny.
be
I'm
my
sorry, I'm
true
doing this again. It's really good.
this is gonna be my true final thought. I have nothing after this. Everyone has made a mistake. The next time we talk will be after the Super
The
Bowl.
Super Bowl.
The world.
No, that's a lie. The next time we're live will be after the Super Bowl. You and I will a
Oh
hundred
yeah,
thousand
obviously, obviously.
percent
I'm
talk.
saying,
Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah, yeah. Keep it,
Before
yeah, yeah, yeah.
the next time we interact with the will be after the Super Bowl. Yeah.
The world has made a mistake making the Patriots the underdogs in this game. And I'm not saying that they should. I'm not saying that they shouldn't be underdogs. But my goodness,
Don't
the
give that team ammunition. Jesus
correct,
Christ. Don't
correct.
give that team
That's where we're
ammunition.
at. That's where we're at right now.
So I will, as everyone knows that has watched this for a long period of time, this has been one of our longest shows that we've had ever, which is awesome. I love it. Um, and I normally ask you for your final thoughts. I don't want your final thoughts, but these
I
will
gave
be
them.
your final thoughts.
I fully gave them.
What do you think the outcome of next Sunday will be? Honest opinion. Honest opinion. What do you think your outcome for next Sunday will be?
Honest opinion, I think we end up with one of the great defensive Super Bowls like we've had. Let's say like LA. I think New England, LA.
Yeah,
Pretty.
in 2001, the greatest show on turf against the Pats.
Wait, and no, I was saying the more recent one.
Oh, the really shitty football game. Yeah, I know
The
what you're
one
talking about.
well, I'm saying it's like a 3-point game, right?
Yeah, it was close.
That's what I think is going to happen in this game. I think it's going to be like 16-13 for the Pats.
So it's funny. I have been really struggling with this for a while, and you know this. I've told this to you before, which is at the outset of the playoffs. I told you I've said consistently who I think will win the Super Bowl, which is the team that's in the Super Bowl, which is the Seattle Seahawks. I think that they are an undeniable force of football.
Yep.
Force of football.
Yep.
Uh, and my dad said this. He's like, there's no way that Sam Darnold can win a Super Bowl. And I was like,
Well, I don't believe that.
okay, okay, but there are 52 other people on that roster, right?
Oh
There are
yeah,
52 other people besides him on that roster.
like
And has been
Jackson
seen,
Smith the Jigba.
JSN, right? He's fucking insane, right?
He's crazy.
Kenneth Walker, great running back, and they have the best defense in the NFL. But from personal experience over the last 34 years of my life, don't give this team a reason to doubt them. And
Absolutely.
and if and if and if Gerard May, this is a true statement. If Gerard Mayo was the coach of this team and not Mike Vrabel, I would not be as confident. I just
For
wouldn't.
sure. Oh my gosh.
But Mike Vrabel knows what it takes, knows what it is to be an underdog,
How many
and
times has
he
he been
is
there?
3 times, and he's won all three, and
Oh,
he's caught two
oh.
touchdowns in those Super Bowls. I
And
actually
what side
think
of the
that
ball did he play on?
he was a defenseman.
Oh,
He was a
oh,
linebacker. He was a linebacker.
touchdowns from a linebacker.
I can
Likely.
guarantee you one thing. Someone that you would not expect to throw or catch a football in the Super Bowl is going to throw or catch a ball in the Super Bowl.
Ooh, I like that.
There is going to be some defensive player playing offense and catch a touchdown. Some wide receiver, I don't know who it is going to throw a pass. There is going to be something that you're not expecting.
Yeah,
And I think that the combination of Mike Vrabel and Josh McDaniels are a force to be reckoned with.
absolutely, dude.
They are, I don't
Absolutely. And Drake
care.
May, dude.
I don't care.
You
I'm
get
not even
Drake
gonna
May.
put I'm not even gonna put Drake May into that conversation. I don't care. I think that this team is do not make them underdogs. Do not have them sit there for the fifth straight week saying this defense is gonna beat you. Because
Right.
that is the recipe for the New England Patriots to win a football game.
And
It
I
is.
I think that's the funny part is, like, if you look at the last 5 years, the Patriots haven't been that good. It makes sense that they could be an underdog. But if you look at the last 25 years, it's like, never doubt these guys.
Never doubt.
That's it.
And and
Never doubt
and
these guys.
and and the other point that I'll say, which is slightly different, is Drake May is an MVP. He's either the MVP or he's the runner up for the MVP. Drake May is not having four straight mediocre games. He's not. He is not. And while he may not, I love this. I literally saw this earlier today, and it's one of my favorite things in the entire world, which is in 2001, last drive, minute and 35 seconds on the clock, no timeouts. The Patriots need a field goal to win the Super Bowl. And John Madden says, "Oh yeah, they're just going to kneel and play for overtime." And Tom Brady is over on the sideline, and both Charlie Weiss and Bill Belichick tell Tom Brady, "Take care of the fucking football." And Drew Bledsoe steps up and looks at Tom Brady and says, "Fuck that. Go sling it.
Throw it.
Go
Throw that
throw it.
shit, baby.
Sling that ball." And guess what Tom Brady did in a minute and 35 seconds?
Got him
He
down 65 yards.
slung the shit out of that football, got them to the 38-yard line, and the rest is history from Adam
That's right.
Vinatieri.
That's exactly
Don't
right, bro.
don't doubt the New England Patriots. Especially don't doubt the New England Patriots led by someone that was doubted in the Super Bowl. He knows exactly what it takes. He knows exactly what it feels, and he knows exactly how to motivate that team.
It's the perfect storm.
The Seahawks don't have that. They don't
Oh,
have that intangible.
perfect storm.
They don't have that intangible. While the Seahawks as an organization have Marshawn Lynch not fucking running the ball, which is the dumbest decision in the history of football.
Malcolm
Undeniably, Malcolm
Butler.
Butler. But Pete Carroll made the dumbest decision in the history of football. Pro, college, amateur, high school. It's the dumbest decision in the history of football. They have that. But you know what they don't have? They don't have someone in that organization that was there, that made that mistake, that will not allow them to make that mistake again.
That's right.
They don't have it. And the New
That's right.
England Patriots have all of that in spades. Give me all the smoke, and I'll take it. Patriots by 3. Pats by 3. They're winning.
I said
Borregales
the
is going
same.
to kick a field goal to win them the game. And Drake May, Ramondre Stevenson, Travion Henderson, and Hunter Henry are going to lead them to this Super Bowl. I think that
Hunter Henry.
I think their wide receiver core is phenomenal. Mac Jones, Mac Collins, Warriors, come out and
Warriors.
play. I think that Diggs, Collins, Booty, Pop Douglas, Williams, all of them, they're going to play their part. But this game will be won between the tackles. It'll be one between the hash marks, and it will be Hunter Henry, their two running backs, and Drake fucking May that
Yep.
will lead them to this Super Bowl. And I don't even think Drake May will have the best game of his career. I think that Drake May will have a mediocre game, but it will be mediocre in the way that will win them the game.
I
I
think he'll
don't think
play.
he's
Yep. I bet he goes for close to 200. Two, maybe.
I was gonna say 215.
That's
I'd
my
say
guess, dude.
I was gonna say he'd have 250 yards in the air, 215 yards in the air, and he'd have 50 yards running. That's my guess.
I was
And
gonna
he'll
say like
throw and
35 on 35
and
on the
he'll
feet.
have two touchdowns. He'll throw one and he'll run one.
Oh gosh, dude, that would be sick. That would be an all-time Patriots. Dude, let's go, dude. Let's go.
I give me all the smoke and do not doubt the New England Patriots. You I there have you ever seen Tiger Woods' documentary?
No.
All right, well, in Tiger Woods' documentary, I forget what the Sports Illustrated writer is. He's one of the golf writers for Sports Illustrated,
Okay.
and he's talking about how all these players sat there and they wished and they wanted to get down to a Sunday and play with Tiger Woods and be in contention in a major with Tiger Woods. And his quote was, "The fuck you do. You have no idea what you're getting yourself into.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah,
Doubt them at your own peril. The fuck you know what's coming for you. The
for sure.
fuck you know.
For sure.
Give me Josh McDaniels and Mike Vrabel all day long.
All day.
All day long. All
All day.
day long. They will cook something up. They've been there, they've been doubted, they've been underdogs, they've had the world hate them. Give me all the smoke. Give it all to me. All right, Ordog, do you have any other final We've been doing this for over an hour and a half, which is far and away our longest one outside the uh
The special,
2020 the 2014 Red Sox special. So I already
the
you already
2004 Red Sox special.
2004 Red Sox. 30 minutes ago you gave us your final thoughts, but what are your official final thoughts for the people? What you got?
I'll reiterate. I also had him by 3. I said 16-13, kind of a crazy number, but screw it. I'm saying it. Let's go, right? Um, and that's
Big game from Borgales, 16-13.
3 and 1, right?
It's
One
3 and
tutty.
1.
Yeah, that's great. That's a sick game. Let's go. Um, that's it, man. Let's like I'm so excited, and this is gonna be a great week leading into the Super Bowl.
Great week. People, no matter what happens next week, Monday night, next Monday, we'll be live. David and I
Monday
may
after
not
the Monday after the Super Bowl,
Monday after the Super Bowl, we'll be live. And let's put it this way, we may be upset, but no matter what, we're going to be proud of those fucking boys. And we're
that's
going to
right.
be super stoked uh, that they went somewhere that no one thought that they would. And let's just hope that, we get the Crafts and the Patriots organization gets number 7. Let's go for it. I want it. We got, Ordog.
We need, Travis.
We love it. People, we love you. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We'll see you guys in not next week, but 2 weeks. Go
No, no, no.
Pats.
Like 8 days.
Yeah, which is technically in 2 weeks.
You can't say that. That sounds like you're saying 15 days.
All right, 8 days. All right. All right, semantic boy. Uh People, we love you guys. Thank you so much. Go Pats. We love you. We'll talk to you later. Peace.
Peace.